Sleeves rolled up, ladies and gentlemen of the Regentskid YouTube channel. Today is an arcade day, and today is a Rise day here in London, England, here in the O2 Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while since RK's been on commentary, of course, over on World Warzone. My little cuck twin brother KR has been meandering. Is that the word? Meandering. Being annoying is what he's been doing, ladies and gentlemen. Has KR, the little gimp of a human being. But don't you worry, RK's back here today on Rise. Maybe tomorrow on Fury as well. I might start commentating on my own show. Of course, Fury is my show. I run Friday Night Fury. So maybe, because I'm not too focused on championship titles this year as the reigning superstar of the year, of course, maybe I'll just start commentating on my show instead and leave World Warzone to that absolute cesspool of a human being, KR. But today, we don't have to worry about him. RK's here, ladies and gentlemen, and a fantastic show here today. Of course, this week is Sasha Fierce's interim general manager week of Rise. A new thing in RPW. Every single week at the end of a Rise show, we spin the wheel to determine who will book next week's show. Sasha Fierce has been absolutely amazing here today, continuing Nicole O'Grady's junior heavyweight tournament, implementing her own women's tag team tournament, and we are opening and closing with a championship match. Ladies and gentlemen, JC Brooklyn and my big boy, Brian Damage, kicking things off for the first ever Internet Championship defense here on Rise. It's going to be a fun one, that's for sure. Roll up your sleeves and remember, ladies and gentlemen, that this is who we are. Kicking off Rise, hot and heavy, ladies and gentlemen. Big man Brian Damage defending here today. Now, of course, a few pieces of news. First and foremost, on the RPW network, ladies and gentlemen, where Rise once was, we now have the return of dark matches. I think the last dark match before yesterday was like September 2024 or something like that. So we actually have the return of dark matches. DaVinci Mode made a massive announcement yesterday, or a couple days ago now, actually, basically saying that dark matches are back. You're going to see a bunch of dark matches. We had 2 in one day a couple of days ago, and they may be delayed. So let's say, for example, week 150 was a couple of weeks ago. We may see a dark match that was recorded back then, uploaded more recently, and it will still be updated on week 150, if that makes sense, on the spreadsheet. So it'll all still be in order. But it's a nice way to boost your title matches, boost your win percentage, boost your matches in general. For a lot of the RPW superstars, it's going to be a lot of fun over on the RPW network. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already over there. As JC Brooklyn of The Cure, of course, coming off a big win on World Warzone in the main event. Cure vs Bullet Club was an amazing matchup, the 3-on-3 that we saw, and The Cure walked away with the win. The Acolyte JC Brooklyn. Of course, now we know that the Cure are more of a 3-man team. Norm and Drew are now the leaders of Cure with JC Brooklyn under their ranks. So, gonna be interesting to see how the Cure evolves from here on out without Jocko at their helm. It's gonna be a weird phenomenon, that's for sure. Also today, we have the return. Brett has been working hard. The return of custom Titantrons. Now, not everyone will have one. There's the first time seeing the Internet Championship around the waist of big man Brian Damage. Not everyone has one just yet. They're going to slowly be implemented throughout the next couple of weeks. Don't you worry. But we will see some today. I have a feeling. Bang! Talk less. Boot more. One's up for big man Brian Damage. The first ever RPW Internet Champion of Season 4. Going to be defending that loud and proud here today. And he looks damn good with that championship, ladies and gentlemen. He looks big. He looks ready. And that's for sure JC Brooklyn for a championship match to kick off. Right. People were saying that he doesn't deserve a title match, and I agree. The Cure farce continues, ladies and gentlemen. The Cure farce continues. What is this? O2 Arena on their feet for the opener. But this is not how you kick off a championship match on a Rise show, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to blindside Brian Damage. Not how you go away. Taking on the big man of the Ministry, that's for sure. My ones are going to be up, and he's going to prove why he's the Internet Champion. He's going to prove why you don't do that to him, ladies and gentlemen. Don't try blindside the champion. You can get that out of here, man. Absolute shambles from JC Brooklyn. Hey, you can take the cure out of... You can take Jocko out of cure, but you can't take the cure out of the bums of JC Brooklyn. Someone once said. Absolute shenanigans, it really is. Nicola Grady defending the Divine Women's Championship in the main event. Junior Heavyweight Tournament continues. My boy, Oliver freaking Kings, is featured here today against Italian Stallion, who I've actually had a World Heavyweight Championship match against. I know he's a formidable opponent. That's going to be a very fun match indeed. As JC Brooklyn enters the ring, even with the attack beforehand. Big man Brian Damage does not care. Bell has been rung. Match is underway here officially. Let me get a drink from all the shouting we've done. Let's go, BD! Rip that vest off. Show that body. And here we go, JC Brooklyn. Who do you think you are? Now the pummeling commences, ladies and gentlemen. Now the domination begins for the big man. The big giant of Brian Damage. Big Boot gets reversed. JC rolls out away. Not strong enough, though. Even though with that TPV, he's not strong enough to be touching the body of Brian Damage. That is for sure. He squeezes onto that little egghead. TPV can't grow you hair, apparently. At least BD's bold by choice. His own choice. Not the choice of another man. Boston Crab submission. Ron watching. JC Brooklyn fights out of that one. BD rolls out of the ring and tries to get back in. JC Brooklyn does not let him, of course. A count out means the champion does retain. Just to remind you, this time Brian Damage back into the ring, though. JC Brooklyn go for a run. Gets caught. Oh, nice reversal. Two superstars wearing green. Not a color much used in RPW is the green color. A lot of reds, a lot of blues, a lot of blacks and whites. Not a lot of green out there, though. Ooh, forearms. Brutal forearms by JC Brooklyn. You can see a new style for TPV Brooklyn, that's for sure. He looks hot-headed, as we saw with the opener. He looks aggressive. But I don't think that's the way you want to go against someone like Brian Damage, because you want to get aggressive with big man BD. He will get aggressive back, and you will not last long. Great opener, though. I still don't appreciate or agree with what JC Brooklyn tried to do. That's for sure. As we see the best worst move in RPW history for the first time in Season 4. It's returned, ladies and gentlemen, here on Rise. No pinfalls just yet by either superstar. A real ground and pound sort of affair. It's almost like both superstars are trying to out-muscle the other, out-strength the other. They're both trying to prove that they're bigger than the other. That's what you often get when you have two bigger superstars in the ring. You often get them trying to outdo each other, out-strength each other, and prove that they are the alpha male in that ring. Face first on the turnbuckle goes JC Brooklyn out of the ring now. I've got the remains of an Easter egg that we're going to dive into here. Merry Easter. Oh, never mind. I finished it. I forgot. I thought I had some more. Apparently, I do not. Both superstars on the outside yet again. Brian Damage over with the fan cam in action. I don't know if you've realized these past few weeks as well. A lot less cuts these days. I saw, obviously, Rise pre-recorded, so I rewatched the episodes. As JC Brooklyn, that springboard. A lot less edits, a lot less cuts around. You see a lot more of Rise these days. A lot more of the matches, which I always love. Brooklyn first pinfall, just a one count though. He's going back for the best worst movie is indeed Brian Damage is back. Looking worse for wear. It's definitely looked better in recent times. Brooklyn taking over here. Looking for the first championship of season number 4. And the first championship since the Cruiserweight Championship. They're far away from the Cruiserweight division now, that's for sure. I think the longest reign was like 7 days or something like that. Oh, what a springboard uppercut from JC Brooklyn. There's the pinfall in the championship. Oh my God, on the line, just a one count though. Goodness gracious me. I thought Brooklyn was going to get close there, BD. Having some words for him. And there's the strength I told you. Alpha male, baby. Down goes JC Brooklyn. PD wanting to get a breather. Comes back into the ring. As JC Brooklyn up. Alongside him. Lifts him with ease and throws him across that ring. Set out for that big boot. There's the kick right across the face. Grind damage. Go for another big throw. Over to the corner. JC Brooklyn smarter. Oh no, he's cowering in the corner. PD. Big shouts and screams. Knee across their face. And now BD is awake. Now BD is cooking. Irish whip. Off the rope. There's the big boot. Down goes JC Brooklyn. Ladies and gentlemen, and still your RPW Internet Champion. Oh my goodness gracious me. Maybe a slow count by Ron there, whatever his name is. JC Brooklyn kicks out a 2.9 after the big boot to the face. There's a forearm by Brooklyn. Has BD back up to his feet. Irish whip of his own into Ron. And a roll up by JC Brooklyn. He's holding on for the pinfall. BD fights out of it though. Look at the strength. With ease, ladies and gentlemen. With ease. Another pinfall. Ron, a lovely slide. To watch the shoulders. Another 2 count and another kick out. Goodness gracious me. JC Brooklyn. This is more resiliency I've ever seen from Brooklyn in my life. More resiliency I've ever seen from JC Brooklyn. Normally not the best at kicking out of pinfalls. Nice uppercut. Does he still do the JC cutter? I'm not too sure. BD squirms his way out of that one. Big German suplex. Those are the moves I love to see. BD looking fired up. Ladies and gentlemen, if he gets a hand across that throat, you know it is over. There it is. Up goes Brooklyn. Down goes Brooklyn with a choke slam. Covers the arm away from the bottom rope. 1, 2, and 3, ladies and gentlemen. And still, your RPW Internet Champion. Love that choke slam. Really, really love that choke slam. Not many can kick out of it, especially after a big boot as well. And there he is. Your first ever RPW Internet Champion for a reason. This man dominates these Rise Championships. I said at the beginning of the season, he will be a champion on World War. He will be a brand champion this year. Without a shadow of a doubt, he will be a brand, whether it's the United States or the Universal. This man will be a champion on World Warzone. He's done so much in his RPW career already. A lot on Rise. But he will be a champion on World Warzone in no time. Up next, Sasha Fierce continuing with the Junior Heavyweight Tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, Phantom Dream took down Eli Caudry, and Calla Kane took down Tyler Howard last week on Rise. Nicole O'Grady starting the Junior Heavyweight Tournament to find out who will be the next Junior Heavyweight Champion. Of course, is vacated right now. And Davey LaRusso lost on the Dark Match. Davey LaRusso's, I think, like 0-4 right now. 0-3, 0-4. Not at the best of starts to a Warzone. Been very, very, very depressed. Very down in the dumps recently backstage as well. Has not been too happy. So hopefully today is the, a bit of a turn of fortune for Davey LaRusso as he goes up against Bullet Club's Colm Patricks here in the Junior Heavyweight Tournament. The winner of this advances to the next round. I'm not sure on the brackets who faces Phantom Dream. I think Kyla Kane faces Phantom Dream next week, but I'm not too sure if I'm honest with you, as David LaRusso and Colm Patricks. I love the Rise stage, man. The lights behind look so good. They've really done. Potentially 2 Bullet Club superstars are making it through here today. If Colm wins here, him and Calla Kane both through for the Junior Heavyweight Tournament. Davey LaRusso, Colm Patricks, 1-on-1 Junior Heavyweight Tournament matchup here today. Winner advances to the next round. Davey LaRusso, early doors. Maybe he's been training after all of his losses. Some nice movement there. Colm definitely bigger. Colm definitely stronger out of the two. But Davey LaRusso maybe more technical. Maybe doesn't need to rely on brute strength. You know, there's Colm from behind with the headlock, and Davey LaRusso back in high school being bullied, thrown into a locker right now. As he worms his way out of it, though. Again, he has the speed. Does Davey LaRusso. Nope, there's the strength back home, though. Nice takedown. Wrench in that head. Davey, I thought Davey was going to tap out then. Goodness gracious me. Com's still going. Oh, my goodness. That was a knee strike and a half, dude. That was brutal. From Patrick's. Big deadlift power bomb on the logo. Thought he was going to go for the pinfall already. When Davey's losing all these matches, I would just pin him straight away. Get it over and done with if possible, but Holm wants to deal some damage. Fan cam in action. Con Patrick's still dominating in this one. Davey LaRusso has just not looked like he's shown up to work today, if I'm honest with you. Has not looked like he's ready for this matchup. I mean, he's been given chance after chance after chance. Pre-show, main show, dark match. Now on Rise. At some point, you got to ask yourself, is RPW good for you? Is it the right fit for you? Are you ready for RPW, you know? You got to ask yourself, are you able to compete with the best superstars in the world? Or is Regents Pro Wrestling just simply not for you? Come with the Irish whip off the rope. Big boot gets reversed. And vice versa. It's always interesting because whoever Davey LaRusso wins, you know, his first match against this season, it's instantly going to put that person down in the dumps themselves. Like if Davey LaRusso pins Con Patrick's here today, oh, the uproar, ladies and gentlemen, the uproar backstage will be absolutely delicious. I don't think Davey LaRusso is going to win, but because he's on such bad form, if he does, the one he pins eventually will absolutely be ripped to shreds. And it'll be absolutely hilarious. Davey sends Cole face first. Down to the canvas, Davey. He's a quick guy, is Davey LaRusso. He's got speed about him. He's got speed. He's also apparently not got eyes. Cole go for another submission hold, middle of the ring. Davey's face looks battered and bruised. He fights out submissions. Well, nice dropkick up top. Goes up for a second dropkick. Ducks the clothesline off the rope. Big cross body. Davey LaRusso. Come on, Davey. Go top rope. Do something. He goes for a pinfall. Come on, Davey. Show me something. 2 count and a kick out. I would laugh my ass off if Davey LaRusso pins Con Patrick's here today to advance in the junior heavyweight tournament. I really, really would. Bro's been so depressed. If he pins Con Patrick's, I will laugh my head off, dude. Top rope Davey, no. I don't know what his finishing move is. Nice kick to the back. Rolls Comb over, goes for the pinfall. Ron rolls in. Good eye on the shoulder. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's actually done it. I was just talking about it. Davey LaRusso, his first win of season 4. I believe his first win of season 4. He pins Con Patrick's. Davey advances in the junior heavyweight tournament as he knocks off Bullet Club Alfredo. You gotta have a talk with you. You got rid of Charmander. You got rid of Brandon Bombs, 2 former world champions. You got rid of the Bear, a former tag team and intercontinental champion. You got rid of Leo, a former United States champion. And you kept Kyler Kane and Colm. What are we doing here, ladies and gentlemen? What are we doing here? Davey LaRusso advances. Oh, this junior heavyweight championship, this is Ollie's for the taking, man. What is... Oh, I'm very, very excited for this next one, ladies and gentlemen. 2 new female superstars involved. I mean, 3 new, really. And Jen Garcia is still new herself, but 2 really, really new female superstars as Akira Tanaka made a debut on Friday Night Fury in a very impressive win against Sienna Violet. Makes her Rise debut here today. I'm a big, big fan of Akira Tanaka. Noelle Park involved in this match as well, who I'm a big, big fan of. Also, the women's revolution. Let me tell you, some of the women superstars who have been joining recently, I'm a big, big, big fan of. I really, really am a big, big fan of. Akira Tanaka looks absolutely amazing. I love her attire, and I love her vibe. And there she is from World Wars. And I like this. We have 2 from Fury, 1 from World Warzone. I love the look. Noelle Park might be my favorite attire of Season 4 so far, like just out of anyone. I think it's absolutely... I want a hoodie like that, which is just arms. Maybe roll the sleeves up. Looks absolutely amazing. 2 new superstars on their first Rise appearance, and joining them in this one from ACAG, one of the bigger and stronger females of RPW. Again, when she made her debut, she went right after the big champions. I was a big fan of Andrea Garcia. I still think she has a bright future in RPW. Brand new to wrestling, but my goodness, she is intimidating. Big flex. Andrea Garcia, I love the jacket. I love the look. And this is going to be a very hard-fought triple threat matchup between these 3. Maybe the winner gets a chance against the winner of the main event for the Divine Women's Championship in future. Who knows? Akira Tanaka, Noelle Park, and Andrea Garcia. A triple threat matchup here on Rise, which honestly, I'm sat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sat, and I'm excited. And here we go. Noelle Park and Andrea Garcia go after each other. First and foremost, double team maneuver here. Akira working with Andrea against Noelle Park, the 2 Fury superstars teaming up. But of course, triple threat means all against all. No one is safe. Lovely springboard by Akira, taking out both of her opponents in a quick start to this one. I think this could potentially be match of the night. I'm so excited for the future of all 3 of these female superstars in Regents Pro Wrestling. I really, really am. Going to be such a fun year for women's wrestling with Divine Intervention against the Dream Collectors later on today. Of course, the Dream Collectors are the ones that took the tag belts off Divine Intervention before. Nicole and Sienna main evented for the Divine Women's Championship, mate. Women's wrestling in Season 4, baby. Lilith Lanza main evented the first 2 World War Zones of Season 4. Front out Fury has the likes of Bobby Cheese, Nicole, and more as well. Oh, man, it's going to be a fun year. It really, 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 really is. Well to the outside, Akira fighting back. Park rejoins them. Akira Tanaka. Beautiful. Inzaguri super kick by Noelle Park. Didn't quite connect the way she would have liked. Look up in the corner. Nice reversal, though. Andrea Garcia from behind. Big German suplex. I told you she's one of our stronger female superstars. And I was not kidding. Bang. Focusing on the leg. Could be a smart play from Noelle Park. There's the leg again. Akira, German suplex of her own. Holds on for the pinfall as well. First pinfall of this one. Just a 1 count, though. Big spear by Andrea Garcia, cutting Akira Tanaka in half. Bang. High flying acrobatics by Noelle Park. Lovely dropkick to the face as well. And oh my god, I need a drink. This match is non-stop action. This is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Really, really is. Nice reversal. Akira going for the springboard again. That one not connecting, though. Andrea Garcia with the right hand and taking out both Akira and Noelle Park here. Akira from behind, and out goes Andrea Garcia. Emptied out of the ring. And Akira, Tanaka, Noelle Park, they're both going. After Andrea Garcia, a bit of tag team action here, ladies and gentlemen, from the 2 new female superstars. But that is very short-lived. It is a triple threat, of course, all against all. Lovely, lovely, lovely maneuver from the top rope. A little bit of tag team action, but now they remember what match type this is. Front row is the cameraman right now. And this is how you could be right in front of the RPW action. Looks absolutely amazing. Up close and personnel. Andrea Garcia thrown into Noelle Park. Got to get back into the ring, of course. 3 superstars still in front of the crowd. A clubbing clothesline from Andrea Garcia. And the crowd is loving Andrea taking over this one. I told you this is going to be a fantastic triple threat matchup. Akira into the ring. Andrea Garcia going to join her here. She still takes over Rice logo in the background with those yellow lights. There's a pinfall. Noel Park in to break things up, and back in the ring we go as this one continues. Andrea rolls out. Noel Park from behind. Akira couldn't get her to the corner, though. She's going to fight her way out of that one. Is a Tanaka, roundhouse kick, and another one. Hook of the leg. Ron is there. Andrea Garcia nowhere to break up the pinfall, but Noel Park able to kick out 2.9. Noel Park is down, though. Andrea Garcia is not. Boom! Andrea with a big slam to Akira. Couldn't go for the pinfall, though. Couldn't go for the pinfall. Noel Park, big elbow. Oh, into an Enziguri. Now, if I'm Noel Park, I'm pinning Akira Tanaka. She goes to pin Andrea Garcia instead, which could be the move to steal it. No. Nice kick out of 2.5 again. Lovely resiliency. Akira Tanaka, lovely dropkick from the springboard. There's a pinfall. Garcia's there to break things up. Andrea with the roll-up. We saw Brandon Bombs win it with a roll-up on Warzone in a triple threat against Poke and Tyler Howard. Andrea Garcia not getting the same look. Oh, what a super kick to the chin. Garcia rolls out, and these three superstars leaving nothing in this ring. All three want a win. Noel Park, of course, still looking for a first ever RPW win. Ran into the foot of Akira Tanaka. The Ron was watching Andrea Garcia rolls over. Watching the shoulders. 1, 2, and 3. And Akira Tanaka, what a start to her RPW career this has been. She won on Fury against Sienna Violet and wins again here today on Rise. She is going to be absolutely massive here in Regents Pro Wrestling, I have a feeling. Absolutely massive indeed. Tag team action. The first tag team action here today is the Hand go up against the Wolfpack. Now, the Hand's in a weird position right now. Street Money starts with Austin Varga, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Austin Varga coming off a dark match against Ethan Eclipse, in which he lost. But this is a weird one because Street Money apparently founded the Hand with the Grin. They brought in Twisted Hero, Eddie Jones, whatever. Malik Stalker, who we don't even hear about anymore. But anyway, Street Money started the Hand. The Grin lost the first match of Season 4 against Zeke, right? Not a bad loss. It was just a good match, a good loss, whatever. He lost a match. All of a sudden, apparently Twisted Hero came out saying, we've kicked the Grin out of the Hand because he lost to Zeke. Which already was sort of like, that's weird, right? That's weird. Like, why would you do that already? Then Twisted, who hasn't done anything in RPW. It's not like he has a history of championships. He's done nothing in his RPW career, ladies and gentlemen, except put Davey for a table a couple times. Twisted Hero says, I am the leader of the Hand. Everyone's silent for a few days. Then all of a sudden, Street Money says, whoa, whoa, whoa. I started this team. You are not the leader. Stop pretending to be the leader. Ever since then, Grin's been, Twisted's been obsessed with Smiley, which I still don't personally understand why. I don't really get it, if I'm honest with you. He lost one match and left, but Twisted's been obsessed with him. He tried to attack him in a steel cage on World Wars and got his shit kicked in. I don't really understand that whole thing. What I don't understand also involving the Hand is Street Money's a former 2-time YouTube champion who's been in a stable before. He has more experience in every capacity than Twisted Hero. Why would he take orders from Twisted? And why would they not want Street Money as the leader? That's what I didn't understand. It was a weird, it's been a weird thing, but I don't really understand it, if I'm honest with you. I don't really understand. I don't know what I mean, Grin had a specific goal in mind when he founded the Hand with Street Money. It feels like Twisted doesn't know what he wants to do with the team. For some reason, he's the leader, but he has no idea what he actually wants to do, what his goals are, what his ambitions are. He keeps flip-flopping, going after random people, sticking his nose in everyone's business. I don't really understand what the play was, if I'm honest. But hey, Street's teaming up with Twisted today. We'll see if they can coincide and coexist. I just don't really understand what's happening, if I'm honest with you. But maybe other people get it. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I just don't care enough, which I don't. But it doesn't, I mean, it's on World Wars. It doesn't affect me. Even if it was on Friday, it wouldn't affect me realistically. Bunch of nobodies, but I'm just confused because I used to have high hopes for Street Money, and now he dresses like his mother hates him, and he takes orders from a 2'5" goblin who's not achieved anything in his RPW career. It just doesn't make sense to me, you know? It doesn't make sense to me, but we'll see where they go, I guess. Street Money back into the ring with Ace here. Former junior heavyweight champion Ace. I didn't know the Wolfpack were still teaming, so it's nice to see them still working together. Street Money has Ace back up to his feet. Lock up between the two. Irish Whip into the corner. Tag made. Twisted Hero back in. I mean, they're tagging together. They're teaming together. So maybe Street is falling in line with the midget. I don't know. He's back up to his feet. Nice clothesline takedown. For some reason, leaves the ring. Gets back in. Man, Rise was awesome those first few matches, wasn't it? Even Davey and Cole was fun. This sucking the life out of the place. O2 Arena feels like it got hit by a train all of a sudden. There's not really much I can say. Ace goes to the top rope. Ace, oh, that's a nice elbow. I was always a fan of the Wolfpack, if I'm honest with you. Street Money can't re-enter the ring. There's a submission from Ace. Little Dragon Sleeper on Twisted Hero, who fights his way out. Mr. Varga tagged in. But look, I haven't seen him since the beginning. Irish Whip off the rope. Lovely running knee. Street Money can't enter the ring, of course. Twisted Hero is down for 1, 2, and a 3. A running knee does it. The leader of the hand takes the pin. Goodness gracious me. Austin Varga's first win of the season. Twisted Hero not having a good week. That's for sure. The Wolfpack come out on top. And I'm sure that's going to make a lot of people talk. Heavyweight tournament fixture up next. Italian Stallion and Oliver freaking Kings. One's up, ladies and gentlemen. Former Cruiserweight champion. King of the Cruiserweights. Could be a first time, a fourth time a Cruiserweight champion if he goes back for it. I still want to see World Heavyweight Champion Oliver freaking Kings. I feel like it's been a long time since we've seen that. And I know Dragon Demonic is itching for competition over on Fridays. So that'll be interesting to see. Italian Stallion's a big boy, though. A tough opponent. This one's going to be fun. Roll up. Oliver freaking Kings. Nice kick out. Italian Stallion reverses into his own pinfall. Oliver freaking Kings reverses into his own pinfall. Back and forth they go. Finally broken apart. Italian Stallion goes up for another one, though. Ollie reverses into his own. Ron can't keep up. Let's calm down with the pinfalls, ladies and gents. Let's have some fighting, eh? Let's have some wrestling here. Let's put on a show for the O2 Arena. The home of Rise. I don't think it's ever been said before. I mean, I thought everyone knew, but maybe not. O2 Arena, obviously. Rise is always in London, always at the O2, week after week after week since his birth. The O2 Arena always gets Rise. I love it here in London. I think it's absolutely amazing. As these two fought to the outside, fan cam in action. Ollie going to the top rope. He is a cruiserweight. Remember, a lovely drop kick to the chest of Italian Stallion. Ollie's in the ring. It's a count of 9. I was answering emails, ladies and gentlemen. One's up. Oliver freaking King advances. Not a sweat on that man. Oh, well. There we go. I was answering emails on the side while Italian Stallion was out. There's the one's up. I thought he was going to make the 10 count. Apparently not, ladies and gents. And Oliver freaking King's advances. Oh, this tournament's going to be piss easy for him. Lackluster from the fans in attendance with their vote, and I don't blame them. Second triple threat matchup of the evening here today. I believe we have 3 more matches, including this one. Zippy, Misa Johnston, and Roddy Ripper Hall. Nice belly to belly to kick things off. I love a triple threat match. The one earlier with the female division was absolutely amazing. We'll see if this one can stand up to the test as well. B&B featured with Roddy. The Smile featured with Zippy, and The new millennia featured Misa Johnston, 3 tag team superstars. I love matches like this. 3 tag team superstars thrown into a multi-man match. Sasha Fierce cooked, you know. She cooked an amazing, amazing Rise show. Of course, at the end of the show, we will spin the wheel to determine who will be the general manager next week. But she absolutely cooked with this week's show. It's been a very, very fun one. That's for sure. Got by Zippy. Drop kick down low. Roddy with a big boot. Across the face. Big stump to the midsection as well. Misa back in. Misa and Roddy with the same trim, same barber. Look at the strength by Roddy. Oh, lovely running power slam. I've always been a fan of Roddy. Always been a fan of Roddy. Gets taken down by Zippy though. This is a fun triple threat. See, these are kind of matches too. You don't see these often on the main shows. These kind of superstars. This is why I love Rise, man. And the interim GMs they're getting there, they're not just booking like the biggest names just to be like, oh, look, I have the best Rise show. Sasha and Nicole, they both cooked, dude. They both absolutely cooked with their Rise shows. I love this new initiative that Vince has set in motion with an interim GM every week. It keeps it so fresh and unique. All three superstars back into the ring with a table as well. Misa Johnston rolls out of it. Roddy with a flex on top of Zippy. Table in hands on Misa Johnston. Oh, I'd love to see someone go through a table. Table set up as well. Oh, this Rise show would go through the roof here. If someone goes through a table, Misa Johnston, no. Roddy's back in. Around the table they go. Roddy has hold of Misa. Up and... oh, no. They're teasing us. They're teasing us around this table. Roddy has Misa. Against the table. Misa Johnston. Alabama slam. Goes through the table. Roddy's thrown out of the ring. And Zippy, if he's smart, will go for the pinfall. Oh, very smart. Very smart. Super kick. No, gets reversed by Misa Johnston. Into a roll-up. This is awesome. That was an awesome, awesome sequence. I'm not going to lie to you. That was very, very cool. Misa through the table into a super kick. Gets reversed into a roll-up. Roddy got thrown out of the ring. Hey, that was awesome, dude. Very, very cool. As this one continues. Roddy, a big power slam on the exploded table mid of the ring. Misa rejoins them. Roddy from behind. Zippy rebounding into the grapple of Roddy. Down goes Misa. You got to watch her back in a triple threat. Lovely German suplex header. Roddy bouncing off the table as he goes for the pinfall. Not even a 1 count though. Amazing triple threat matchup. Roddy to the outside. Zippy gets interrupted by Misa Johnston. They have just saved a Roddy Ripper Hall there. Roddy runs right into Misa Johnston. Oh, backhand. Disrespectful shot. Goes up for the pinfall. Broken up though. Not seen a zip zap just yet. He goes up for the roll up instead, trying to sneak one. He's holding onto the tights. Holding onto the pants. And Misa Johnston was Zippy. Ron did not see it's a triple threat anyway. Shin and chin connection. Shades of Tony Stone. Zippy, Roddy going at it. And Roddy, that's not one you want to mess about with. Really, really isn't. Ladies and gentlemen, the F5 to Zippy. But Misa is in. Pinfall shall be broken up. Zip. I thought it was setting up there. No, he's raking the back. Oh, but look at the body of Roddy. Gets caught. Does Zippy F5? No, gets reversed. Into a reverse DDT. Nice reversal. Roddy rolls out of this one. Face first goes Zippy. This match is cooking. A triple threat match. This is why I love them. Beautiful kick across the face. Nice Zippy float over neckbreaker. Down goes Roddy on the tables. Remains pinfall while Misa's out. Smart by Zippy, but not enough done to Roddy. Only a 1 count. Goodness gracious me. Not nearly enough damage has been done. Nice combination. Misa back into the ring. Couple of kicks. Nice knee strike. He rolls out. Good time for Misa Johnston to hit some big moves. And maybe try to steal this one. Has Zippy up to his feet. Irish whip. Zippy reverses. Rebounds right into his elbow. Roddy with a roll-up gets broken up by Zippy. There's a zip-zap connecting to Roddy Ripper Hall. Finally, we got to see one. Ron rolls in. Misa Johnston breaks up just in time. How close can you get, ladies and gentlemen? How close can you get? Knee strike by Misa. Goes up for the pinfall. But this time, Roddy breaks it up just in time. Misa Johnston again from behind. Again with a knee strike. But Zippy makes his way to break up the pinfall yet again. All three of them taking turns to break up the pins. Roddy into the corner. Misa to the outside. Big forearm from Zippy. Nice maneuver. Oh, there's the zip zap again to Roddy Ripper Hall. Misa's on the outside. Shoulders are down. 1, 2, and 3. And what a matchup it was. Goodness gracious me. These three put on a show today. But the smile stands tall with Zippy. That was a match and a half, ladies and gentlemen. Dream Collectors, former tag champions in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, I heard this Tron is ready. I heard this Tron is booming, and there are divine intervention, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the Tron up loud and proud as 2 world champions are here together. I'll get rid of my face just so you can appreciate, ladies and gentlemen. 2 world champions on the same team, which, oh, look at that dress, by the way, is unheard of these days. In a tag team, boom. The Women's World Championship around the waist of the Goddess. The only prestigious champion in RPW from Woe Warzone. As divine intervention. I told you the Trons are going to be trickling in. And there is the first of many, ladies and gentlemen. Both world champions on the same team in their attire. Kira Frost and Lilith Lanza to kick things off. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Matches underway. Penultimate match of Rise. As the main event is up next. Divine Women's Championship on the line. Nicole O'Grady and Sienna Violet. The rookie goes 1-on-1. Lanza and Kira Frost to kick things off. Lilith rolls out of the ring. First tag made. Lady Dream is in. And I remember the Dream Collectors took the belts, the tag team titles, off of Divine Intervention before, way back when. So they have experience taking them on. They may both be world champions, but Kira Frost and Lady Dream, both former world champions. I love that elbow, man. Lilith, she's been teaching me in the dojo, been teaching me in Performance Center, that running elbow, running back elbow, spinning elbow, whatever you want to call it. RK's been working on his own little variation of it, but god damn, I love that move. She moves with vim when she connects with that spinning elbow. Looks absolutely amazing. Lady Dream, lovely springboard. Hook in the head for the Hurricane Rana. As Lilith back up to her feet. In a dangerous corner is Lanza right now. Needs to get a tag of her own. As the Dream Collectors double hip toss takedown. Women's World Champion awaiting in the wings to get into this one. Nice kick back, Kira Frost. The left. Oh my goodness. Feet are swinging. A brutal kick to the face. And another one, no. Big chop by Lanza instead. From behind, nice takedown. The glittery pink of Lilith Lanza looks absolutely incredible. Really, really does. My prestigious champion. Another tag made. Lady Dream back in. Involved in this one. Both of them work on the arm. Double Irish whip. Oh, double kick right to the chest. Lanza going for the tag, and the Goddess is in, ladies and gentlemen. Here on Rise. The Lady Dream goes straight after. No! Nice Hurricane Rana takedown. Trying to goad Kira Frost into end of the ring. She does not, though. Both world champions teaming up, going off those tag belts. Of course, Nicole O'Grady, Eden Rose, your tag team champions in the women's division right now. Another tag made. Bobby didn't stay in too long. Could be a mistake. Lanza's rather damaged. I would have stayed in if I'm the Goddess, but here we go. Lady Dream gets reversed. Lilith Lanza, nice takedown. Back up to her feet. Irish whip into the corner. Tag made. The Goddess is back in. I can't believe it. It's the prestigious champ tagging in the Women's World Champion. It's absolutely insane. It really is. Lovely suplex from the Goddess. Kira Frost is tagged in. But Bobby instantly takes it to the corner. No. Nice reversal out of that one. Bobby fights back, though. Nice slam down. Goes Kira Frost. Lock up yet again. Russian leg sweep connecting. Another tag made. Lands us back in. One's up for the ministry, baby. Kira Frost down in the corner. Stomp right to the midsection. Nice knee strike. Back and forth tags from Divine Intervention showing. While they are both world champions right now. And face first goes Kira Frost. Bobby rolls out of it. Double clothesline. Kira Frost connecting first, though. Both went for a clothesline. Frost was quicker. Heel to the back. And another one. That sign is how I feel when I look at Lilith Lanza, ladies and gentlemen. A third one. This one getting reversed, though. Big clothesline by the Goddess. Lovely takedown indeed. Trying to block. Oh, the tag. Apparently she got it. Roll up by Lady Dream. One watch on the shoulders. Just a one count. Lady Dream, another pinfall. Trying to use those middle ropes. Run. Apparently did not see it. Kick out two by the Goddess, though. Lady Dream, springboard off the corner. Drop kick connecting. Back and forth action here on Rise. Gonna be a long episode today. But I am not complaining. Up on her feet. Oh, went for a big maneuver, but could not connect, ladies and gentlemen. Was going for like a roundhouse kick of sorts. Irish whip into the corner. The tag, no. The tag was to be made. Got reversed, though. Kira Frost. Those kicks are brutal, dude. Really brutal. Kira go for another tag. And gets it. Lady Dream back in. The Goddess now. Another reversal. Kick to the midsection. As the Goddess goes. Not on Ron. Goes for the riptide. Was looking at Ron for some reason. Middle of the ring. With the pinfall. Gets as a pinfall. Lands are forced to enter the ring. Shouldn't have, though. Because now she can't re-enter the ring. Dream setting up. Could be good night. Remember, Liv Lanza cannot re-enter the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Which means it probably no. I was going to say gets hit. But she does not. Lady Dream was going for a big kick there as well. Again, couldn't connect. Nice. Kick up top by the Goddess. Who goes up top. Big kick to the midsection. Holds on for the pinfall. Kira Frost does not enter. Does not need to, though. 1, 2, 3. And Divine Intervention advance in the Women's Tag Team Tournament. Fantastic match between the two teams. And this tournament is going to be very, very interesting indeed as we move on to the main event. Main event of Rise then. The Divine Women's Champion up against the Rookie. Now remember, if you defend the Divine Women's Championship 3 times, you can vacate it for a mid-card championship, just like the Junior Heavyweight Championship. We know Nicole O'Grady is eyeing up the Women's World Championship of Bobby, though. She wants to prove that she can be a world champion in Regents Pro Wrestling. And that begins by defending her own belt here today. Handled by Nicole O'Grady. Big match for Sienna Violet, though. Very, very big match indeed. Big opportunity for her to show up to the RPW universe. Of course, winning on Rise last week in her debut. Lost on her Fury debut, but back on Rise the week after with a lovely Divine Women's Championship opportunity. Oh, going after the feet, no. Sienna crawling to the corner. Nicole with a lockup. Violet with the reversal. Nicole, one of the best strikers in RPW. One of the best strikers in RPW. Oh, and what is Dawn doing here? Of Unholy Union. Some unforgotten battles from Friday Night Fury. Ladies and gentlemen, Ron's just watching as Dawn plants Nicole O'Grady middle of the ring. Dawn comes down to the ring. Half Nelson suplex, and Ron's just allowing it. Nicole is down. Of course, Nicole and England took the tag belts off on Holy Union. Is this revenge? Trying to cost Nicole O'Grady, who kicks out at 2.5, though. My goodness gracious me. I thought Dawn had just cost Nicole her Divine Women's Championship. Fair play to Nicole for trying to fight back, though. That was a brutal shot by Dawn. And these carnival games continue. Or is Daniel going to say that was for RK as well? That was RK's fault also? Grow up, you little emo gimp. Nicole goes top rope as this title match continues. Lovely stunner from the top there. From Nicole O'Grady, goes with a pinfall. Middle of the ring, 1 count kick out. Nicole O'Grady, since that attack from Dawn, looks to get back into this one. Back of Sienna Violet down on that logo. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. What a show here on Rise. Nicole O'Grady is still your Divine Women's Champion. The whole show is like an hour and a half. I don't know how long it's going to be after, obviously, but big defense by Nicole O'Grady. Dawn trying to get involved, trying to sway things, trying to get rid of her championship belt. Nicole O'Grady says no, though. Another defense, and I think that's her second now, which means one more. I think it might be her first. I can't remember. I think it's her second, though. Oh, no, but she managed to... Was she defending on the first one? I can't remember, but regardless, she needs 3 to be able to vacate that championship and go for a mid-card belt of her choosing. Ladies and gentlemen, what a show it was here on Rise at the O2 Arena. There's only one thing left to do, and that is to spin the wheel to determine who will be taking the interim spot next week for Rise. Remember, we can have a repeat. It could be Sasha or Nicole again. Anyone is possible here on the wheel, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to be taking charge of Rise next week? I love this interim general manager thing. I think is absolutely amazing. And next week, in charge is going to be GMK, the highlight of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Up next on Rise. He was a former Rise-only superstar. He knows what it takes to perform on Thursdays inside the O2 Arena. GMK, get ready to book next week's show. Much as always, take care. I'll see you on Fury tomorrow. And this is who we are.